Testing. Testing 1, 2. Okay, that's not right. Oh yes, monitor mute. That's better, I think. Do this well. Testing 1, 2, yeah. Yeah, the word compiles links. What about that? It doesn't work though. But that's a known problem. So I haven't been streaming for a few days. And the reason is that I just... Yeah, I know. Problems with the coding. I just can't think of how to continue. Basically, this crash here. No, the other one. UBT. This crash here. I don't know how to solve it. So I've been not coding at all, and therefore also not streaming. Thinking about it, but feeling bound to demoralize, basically, to want to code even. So, yeah, no, I thought, actually I didn't even feel like coding again. But I started streaming anyway because I wanted to let people know that I'm not dead, you know. So there's nothing wrong with me. I just haven't been streaming. Hello, Len. So theoretically could stop again because, you know, in a new video people can see that I've been online and stuff. But yeah, let me make an attempt at something. I do have a very vague plan because since I'm being stuck on something, I mean, it's doing nothing doesn't solve anything, right? So we have to do something, and then that something probably would be an analysis of the problem at hand. And I think that the best analysis is to write a standalone program. I shouldn't even add it to the... Probably shouldn't add it to this Git, as it were. I'm gonna pop the stash again. Oh, fuck me. I so hate that. All those things that I just did and tested are now undone. Ugh. Sorry, I'll have to do it again. Hopefully I can remember what I just did. Yes, 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 yes. No. I can't remember. I think no. Yes, yes. Yes. Can't remember. Did I just say no or yes to this thing? This one I can also not remember. I think it's yes. no, yes, yes, all of it, yeah. And this one also yes, also yes. I think after this one, all the big things were yeses, but not this one. Yes, I guess. Yes. Yeah, I did split this one up. And this was yes, but I can't remember this one. I'm gonna go for a no. That was all. And then I went through the div again. And restore and cache are gone, I guess. Wait, restore should have been gone. Is it yes to restore? No, there it is, there's a restore. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's a sad thing. And now I did it again. I did it again because I wanted to do fast again, because otherwise I would forget it again. And now I still have the problem that if I do git stash, etc. So I want to go to Stack Overflow. No, stackoverflow.com. I answered something. No, damn it. I'm gonna see all my answers. View all 100. Now I have to find it back. I was related to Git. Okay, this is not answers from me. This is annoying. Vision, Git, add, super template, right? I just look at Git. Really? I mean, I cannot filter these things on Git. I just have to go over them manually. Ridiculous. Maybe I'm missing something. Fortunately, it's only 4 pages. And I'm hoping that the Git tag is there. Otherwise, I'm skipping it. Probably, maybe. Git stash minus K. I'd say it's a 50% chance I made a mistake the second time. I was already surprised that it compiled the first time. I did something wrong, because otherwise it would have been stored in the CC cache, and yet it still compiles. What the hell is going on? And now everything works even. Instead of that crash. I'm lost. Git diff cache. I have to cached and I want that as rename. Same rename. That assert seems well good. I mean any assert is good. Let's add as many asserts as we want. This is a rename, which I want. Mostly I just want renames, I guess. Add the VH underscore. Yeah, as well. Fix more renames basically. That's an actual change. I did split up shared resource declaration context into something with a base class called descriptor set layout bindings. And I want to keep that as well, I suppose. This is something new. This is just a comment, so they can stay. Assert is a change because of a rename. And then this badge had to change because of that. This is just a typo in a comment. Nobody knows if or why I would need this. Maybe I don't, because it's the only change in the file. Let me try removing it. Yeah, that worked as well. So, don't want that one. Git. Isn't it like reset? Git restore staged. So to git restore stage, it was the only change, right? So I might as well do this. There we go. And I can get rid of this as well, I think. So now we do is do restore. I don't dare to do that while I'm still having stuff in the... Well, maybe for one file it should work. Let's hope it works. So now this div is empty and the git staged is... Oh, what's this? Oops. Yeah, wrong top. Hold up. And this has to do with splitting up that thing in two classes, so I guess that's just gotta stay. And then there too, this is a rename again. More stuff that has to do with... Okay, quite happy. Div is empty. So it did work. Now I can commit it. Git status. Okay, now we can finally start to work on my test-ish thing. Let's make a new directory for it. So we're going to try to analyze something that I just don't understand well enough to write code. In fact, I cannot even formulate a question. It's pure horror. Make their horror? Nah. How shall I call it? If I cannot formulate a question, then I cannot formulate the name of the directory. So I have to make up something. How about I'm going to call it pipeline dependencies. Dependencies. I don't know if I wrote that correctly, but at least we have a directory. Okay, now I want to. I don't know what I want. Okay, so this is going to be a very vague stream, but I must be independent of anything else, I think. So I guess we're going to have a main. I'll use CPP. I use CXX for my project, but I can't use CPP for more testy things. I'm going to have a main, definitely. Hello. Place semicolon. Include IO stream. No. Let's do that. My bad. I'll dig. I need a way to compile it though. Make file. Yeah, well, how do you call it? I don't even know what it's going to do yet. Let's call it test main.cpp. And then we compile it with C++, for example. Standard C++ 20. I'm just gonna take all the sources. And the output is test. I have no idea if that even works. I haven't used makefiles in a long time. And now I have to type /user bin make to avoid. Okay, that works. Let's add a inf.source. Wait, I think main is a function. Make is a function, so I can make another function called make. I guess. Is that being done? Function make something, yeah, it should work. Yay. No, then let's make our first header. It is about pipeline. And I'm going to put into it the header pragma once. I'm going to use structure everything. No, that's it. Let's use class pipeline. Okay, I have a pipeline. My pipeline exists of a number of stages. Let's make these stages well, variable, as it were. I mean, currently my project only has 2 stages, the vertex and the fragment stage. But for what I want to test, I think I need at least 3 stages. Who knows more, I don't know. It can be a fixed thing. And if it is fixed anyway, we might use it in, or just store it in an array. So I'm gonna have a number of stages. Stage.h. I think, does a pipeline have more than stages? Yeah, there's a layout. Pipeline layout. Pipeline layout. AA4. And anonymous. Yep. Yeah, I came back mostly to show my face. I haven't been coding. I haven't been coding at all. I've hardly sit behind my PC. So that's why I also didn't stream. No, it's not a variable. It says const expression. Instead of const expression. It's not a variable. I do need an array though. Include array. Okay, so my pipeline has a pipeline layout. And multiple stages. What does a pipeline? What else does a pipeline have? Let me think. Vertex buffers and push constants, but I don't need to take those into account, I think, because that's not part of the problem. Good. Let's try to do this. I mean, the whole problem is that I can't get an overview. So if I had an overview, I didn't have to make this. So I'm just writing it as I go, I guess, and then adding stuff when needed. So I suppose the next step is to have a closer look at the stage. VI Terminator said, I will be back. Not I'll be back, but doesn't matter. VI stage.h. comma once, class, stage. Okay, stage has an ID. I could use an enum, so like for the 3 stages that we have, could use an enum, but it must be variable, right? So I'm gonna just use int, I think. Stage ID. I meant so I guess we have to be able to construct it. Stage. Why is the number of stages not defined in here? I also need it here, but I'm including stage.h here. So put it there, I guess. I also need the stage mask. Stage ID mask. Also an int. Well, let's make it an unsigned int. Now, this is just a test program. I'm actually going to make a global variables now. Is that not that? It's global functions I meant. It's maybe a bit too much. Let me just make a static function inside of this. So we want to be able to convert these two into each other. Yeah, wait, this is so, I don't know. ID to mask. So that returns the mask type. And it takes an ID. And the other way around. Mask to ID. Or do we want that? Mask to ID. So it's single bit, right? Must be a bit then. So I'm already missing my own utilities. Let's add utils anyway. I'm missing my utilities. I'm missing everything. It's not going to work without, right? I just have to make a whole... Well, the only way to get this working with my own libraries, the core libraries that I use for every C++ program basically, is to turn this whole thing into a Git repository. But I think it might pay back. Or I can move it into Linux 0 anyway. Then we would immediately have everything. What to do? Okay, I'll make it into an official thing. Really? Repositories. New repository. Now I need a really special name. I mean, not just something, but let's call it VK pipeline analysis. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, see, I'm using a minus sign. Gonna do pipeline analysis. Well, okay, no abbreviations then. Vulkan pipeline analysis. And then create a repository, I suppose. Then we need to check it out. Yeah, so I just make an init. Oh, well, I'll do that as well. Yeah, I usually have different. I usually have every directory double, so I can put stuff like envelope source elsewhere. But maybe forget it. Okay, I made a Git repository, and now remote add. I'm going to tracking branch. Yeah, I'll keep calling it the master. Sorry. And then remote add origin. Yeah, nah, not really. I'm using my origins. I use them. I'll call them GitHub actually. And then git remote -v. That's how they are called. Oops. So Vulkan analysis.git. Remove remote. What else do we need? Push. Okay. I don't need a push. I need a pull. Let's do. Well, let's do a pull. Why not? There's no taking information to go on branch. Please remote branch. I don't have a remote branch. No, maybe push then. Did it not add a what the hell's GitHub master? Can I do a git pull? Okay. Then we go to I guess utils. That's what I wanted to have, utils. So check out a project, adding utils to a submodule, to adding it to okay, to add a submodule to product, the product should already be used using CWM4. Adding to a project. Okay. To add this submodule to a project, execute the following in the root of the project. Next run, copy to dot, run dot autogen. I guess I can do this one. I'll do the blip. And remove make file as well, I think. Let you see make. It's kind of strange really to add an envelope source to the repository because it's personalized. Oh yeah, can't do anything about it. I just wanted stuff to get working. Let me just add this, why not? Okay, simply execute the following in the directory. So now we do this to get utils. I didn't get CWS yet, I need that as well. It's all auto tool shit. It's not even talking about... Okay, we're gonna need this now. Sorry, init. Using CMake, okay, I did that. Easy way to use libctl using gitash. Let that happen, create in the root of the project, use util directory. I already have gitash set up. Oh my god, I have to make this directory. CMake configs. And then make the file that. Oh, that's Linux viewer. My editor is too smart. Couldn't find it, so it found it in somewhere else. Well, I can do touch. Now I can do VI. Now it can't find it, so it's empty. Only need that. I suppose. What else do we need? So Gita's root is already set, I suppose. I mean, yeah, I changed directory, but it should still be set. Yep. I need a CMake list. Kind of confused. I thought that automake even creates a CMake thing or not. Set crap CMake. I have CMake only. Debug is set. Configure options are maybe a bit stuff. Which make. Oh yeah, now I don't want that anymore. Just remove that. Now we have tags. Yeah, no, so we should be using Ninja. So yeah, repo base is probably still set to the wrong thing. Yeah, we have to set that. To export to repo base is we're inside Linux view, yeah. That's why it picks those things up, I suppose. Okay. No, let's try running make. Make it dir. Let's have an object directory now. Not load cache. Excusez-moi. Things go wrong. Okay, let me try running autogen.sh again. I'm gonna need a CMake lists.txt if you ask me. But I have no idea what to put into it. I'm just gonna copy it, I suppose, from Linux viewer and then throw away what I don't want. Okay, this thing is being called now. I think we're done with this. Too much. Key dash packages. Okay, we only need WDR. You don't need form hash. You don't need JLC. I think I'm totally happy with just the gateway. Tracy, yeah, we don't have Tracy. Don't have Tracy. Should enable Tracy. I don't have options apparently. The why not? Config files. Don't have config files. Still Tracy, it seems. Link with. Okay, zip. Talk student, nah. Mock, you don't have that. External, nope, you don't have any of those. Zip. And I don't want to have source either. Which is annoying because now I don't have source. So what I really have to do is have a look at, I guess, source. Copy stuff from there. Find the packages. Nope, just standard. I think that was already set. Nope. Yeah. Then we have compile definitions. You can set an executable with the source code. Sorry, 2yy. Next. Yeah. Now where shall we put that? At the bottom, I guess. Let's call this analysis. And then we have main.cpp. And we have pipeline.h. Strangely enough, the header files have to be added here as well. Not really, but well, if you add them, that would be the place. Target link libraries. Subdirectories, we don't have that. So this would be the last thing. And we're gonna need, well, that one. Just copy everything. Then, of course, the target is different. Target is analysis. And we don't have Linux viewer stuff or any of these, but we do have that. Could not load cache. Now it starts to be annoying. I have to run configure first, of course. Yeah, I didn't run configure. Haha. Which configure? Let's see if we have a sensible CMake configure things. No, looked good. The resource still looks the same. Configure. This gateway is not there. Okay, that's only there when I check it out, I guess. Do we have to add that? Sorry, you can find that here. Git dash. Basic usage requirements. Yeah, alternatively, you can add guitars as a submodule to the root of your project and replace all of the above with. What if I don't want to do that? Maybe I should just add this. Let's use this anyway then. Okay, so like that. Manually specified variables were not used in the project. I'm gonna guess that that is just in CM. And I wanted not to use any Tracy stuff. Okay. Where does that come from then? Nobody gets it. What? Oh, I'm definitely not getting it. But, okay, make. See, it's making something wrong. What the hell was it doing? No, really. Okay, anyway, find dot analysis object dir name analysis, right? This thing here. So we compile that thing and that works. Okay, now we have a lift off. Now let's use double quotes and then use absolute path. Repo base object there, that should work. Yep. Now I can use my stuff. As in, go back to where we were. Nope, I wanted to go to stage.h, or where was I? Ah, here. So now I have my stuff like assert, which then, however, means I need to include debug here. Debug.h. And we have assert is power of 2. Well, I thought it was that bit. Apparently, make C tags. That takes a little bit too long. But maybe not. Is power of 2 exists. Defines in utils is power of 2. Zip. Yeah, now you need to return the utils log 2. of bit, which is defined in it's defined in utils log2. So you have n is larger than 0, then the floor of log that returns the floor of log2 of n, the index of the most significant set bit, aka 1 shift left log2 n equals n even only if n is a power of 2. So we check that it is a power of 2, and therefore log2 is whatever we shifted the 1 with in order to get the n. Yes, so that is the inverse. Because that's what we did here. Again, this gives us the ID back. That demands, I think, that a bit is an unsigned int, but well, it is. Let's include a header so that we actually compile it. Include pipeline.h. See if things still compile. No, we didn't make pipeline layout yet, so let's make that. Pipeline layout.h. Once class pipeline layout. Let's make that empty for now. I didn't add a type. Whoops. Oops, I just can do analysis like that. Nope. Now, what do you think? You have a I did pipeline, and now we have stage. So stage has an ID. What else does stage have? I guess it has a stage, a compiled shader module, right? So something like that. Okay, what does a shader module all have? A shader module is a compiled shader, which is, I think, I don't need to make a difference between shader and shader module here. I can just tell and just add stuff here, which represents what, yeah, well, let me think. I think there's a vector of I'm going to call it declarations. And a declaration exists of a shared resource. It represents a shared resource. But it represents just one, so I think there should be a pointer. And then we have the set number, set index, let's call it set index, and the binding number within that set index. Let's put that down there. I think that kind of makes sense. So then we have here shared resource. And the shared resource has a type. What else does it have? I guess a bit mask in which stages it is being used. It should be should have been defined in stage.h. Why does this C tags or tags along? It's using S. It is using S. That is not good. Well, I have to redefine S, of course. Which S? Yeah, it's not even the source code that we want. You can use find suppose. I want to use repo base. That is so not working. Okay, let's try this. And then maybe you have to escape this or not. I don't know. Barely. Oops. Probably. Oh, that also grabs everything in utils. Oh well, might as well use it. Need it, I don't know. Now it's fast. No, it is fast. Let me go here. So they can jump. Oh, tag not found. Dude, you're standing on it. See the module. Terms to user include. Okay, something is really wrong here. Which that routed to tags.vim, I guess. Yep. Which VI? Nope. Where does that come from? Do I have to redo everything? It's kind of annoying. So what you get, I guess, when you do something inside the directory of another project. Not sure if that works, but let's see. Which VI? Yeah, now so we test it. Simply works. Code with Ethan. Hello. Okay, now that works as well. Now I can jump around in the project. Did the make now work? No, still doesn't work. Stage ID mask is not name a type. It's because we have a weird header file dependency. How can this simple test program that I wrote in the last 1.5 hours already have circular header dependencies? Getting sick of those. It's really the last thing that I'm waiting for. Waiting on? I don't know. That is ridiculous. Yeah, now this thing does not have HID mask anymore. I just should do it twice, I guess. Or I could make a special header for these things, but okay. Pipeline layout is empty. Now, what sits in a pipeline layout? I'm not sure. A pipeline. Yeah, so if I ignore push constants, I guess it just exists of these set layouts here, aka, yeah, the whole pipeline layout is only using this pipeline layout create info when it is being created. And then if we ignore the push constants, it's just, well, apparently the flags are not used either yet, or I don't use them, I don't know. So just that vector is relevant, which is a list of descriptor set layout handles. Now that raises the question, I mean, if the order is important here. But I'm passing it, you know, just like this, just like it comes in. And the index is set index hint, which is unrelated, I think, to anything that Vulkan understands. So probably not important. The order could be randomized, I think, and then it should still work. Yeah, so it's just a bunch of set descriptor layouts. Descriptor set layouts. Descriptor set layouts. And a descriptor set layout exists of what? I have no idea. Yes, that's why I could not solve my problem. I do not know from my head all these things at the same time, so I can solve my problem. Just don't know. But maybe now I can look at it one by one and then treat my test application as a little notebook to remember all the things. So now we're talking about create. Actually, I remember that it's called allocate. I think allocate descriptor set layout. Nope. Well, it could have been correct. Now, what was called allocate? Allocate is descriptor sets. It is called allocate. This is being done in close enough. All descriptor sets. Allocate descriptor sets. Oh, this is the descriptor set is called allocate. The descriptor set layout, maybe not. So we're passing that to this. So I bet it's called in the same function. Second argument. Not in this file. That is being called from here. And the missing descriptor set layouts is what is being passed here. Which comes from that thing. Which comes from the descriptor set layout. Which runs over that. Which comes from there. Yeah. It's called realize descriptor set layout. It is called create. Yeah, that's what I mean. Only the layout is create, so I should have typed this immediately. Create descriptor set layout. And now we see that it is being created from sorted descriptor set layout bindings and flags. Let's go deeper, see what that Vulkan really is doing. So was this the only thing? So binding count, it's a number of descriptor set layout binding structs. One for each binding, I bet. Yeah, I think this is not used yet, so it's probably empty. It's not empty. No, okay, flags. And then we have binding count p bindings. These things are binding number, the descriptor type, and the descriptor count, which I think is an array size. And this is stage flags. And then we have immutable samplers, possibly. I think you can kind of treat type and the descriptor count the same. I mean, if the type is different, something is not compatible, and if the count is different, it's also not compatible. And then even the immutable samplers, maybe, even. Like, you wouldn't like to accidentally switch the immutable samplers for something else because you think that it's they're the same anyway, you know. It doesn't matter what we point at. It does matter, right? So this whole thing, apart from the binding number, can be treated as a big type, I suppose. Apart from the stage flags either. So let me ignore the immutable samples anyway, and then just work with, well, okay, I'll specify the count as well, but not immutable samplers, I think. So then we have descriptor set layout binding objects, a bunch of them. And flags. That didn't work. What is shader stage flags? Yeah, that's just a bit mask of the shaders. Let's rename everything into the Vulkan names. And these are bits, so I think these are, you know, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, and so on. Yeah, I don't want to do, well, wait. It's like bits. Why would it be listed like that? It's not. I'm an idiot. I see count here, so I'm automatically reading the this as a pointer. It's nonsense. It's just, what? Why? No vector. I'll use stage flags. Just like here. So now I want to use that and the descriptor type for that matter for the, what else I had. Yeah. This is my type. Yeah, that's the so stage ID mask got to be changed into that. It's not called bits, damn it. The shader stage flags is that's the mask. Bits is the type of the bits. I'm gonna get rid of the bits. don't have a P anymore, or actually I do, but I should just use GS, I guess. Using this one. I had another type for the descriptor type. Where did I add that? Descriptor type? No, I had a type for, I think I call it M type. I think it's resource type. Maybe this one. I should give everything the right name, I think. No ints, even if they are ints. This is, for example, eVertex. And I can't jump to that because I'm not tagging the user include the Vulkan stuff. Super annoying. PSE vertex, and then jump it from here, I guess. Pick one. I want to pick one. I want to pick one. Pick one. Okay, I don't know. Pick one. This one. So vertex input rate. That's not what I want. Nope. But we can jump to it anyway. You get the shader states flag bits. Yeah, hello. Exactly. So it's shader states flag bits. The type of the shader. No, it's not what I meant. It's not this. It's not this. Sorry. What does it say? No right in the last. Whatever. The confusion already starts. Why on earth are there so many headers? I need to establish some order of the headers, and then in that order I'm going to go over it and I guess fix them again one by one. How about alphabetic order? Declarations. Now I think an int for a set index is pretty good, but in my code it's called set index. Binding, I think I have that as an int everywhere, but let's call it binding because you never know. And then we have in arrows for those as well, then set index.h and a binding.h. I might as well make a utils vector indexes of it. I think. Category binding. Okay, start at the top again. Binding. So that's a wrapped integer, and I cannot get confused anymore between one integer and the other. Looks good. Declarations. Let's go and see text again. Right, so this represents shader resource declarations in the shader. Represents or does it? Because actually I thought it was representing the I think it's probably a good thing. It's not just the declarations, of course, but it's this the fact that you combine shader resource with some set index and binding. I mean, that's literally happening in the declaration. So let's add an example here. For example, yeah, now we need to find an example. Set equals 0. Now here's an example. Now I think about it, that is also something. It either, if it is an array, it's specified here. Not just a set, we have a set, a binding, whether or not it is an array, and if the array size is specified or not. And then, of course, the type. I said before, I think that the array size is part of the type. Ish, Yeah, all different types and different array sizes are not compatible. But having an unspecified size, it's an unbound array, I think it's called, it's kind of a different thing. And then the location things we do not consider. I'm just talking about set binding things, so layout, set, and binding. The layout part. So that is an example. Now let's add another example. Which I think I just should call search for compiling. Yeah, these layout location things are the vertex buffer. And then you have layout push constants, and well, all of those I ignore. I'm looking for something that is not a uniform buffer though, or not a sampler rather. I'm looking for a texture. No, sample is a texture. I'm looking for a uniform buffer. Found it. No, wait. This is a uniform buffer, isn't it? Combined image sampler. No, it's not. How do we find a uniform buffer? Maybe I should just run another one. UBT. Oh, no, it crashed. Yeah, that would be a uniform buffer then. It's kind of strange. It says just uniform. Uniform sampler. Why would it be called a uniform sampler? I don't know. Yeah, the array size is just a part of the type, really. So clearly, yeah, we do have a set number and a binding number. And we have a pointer to a shader resource, which then includes the size, sorry, the type and everything else, right? Let's do, I'm explicitly calling this bottom 0. And this is called bottom position. You know, S0B2, well, actually that's set in the binding number, but it's just a shader resource. So, yeah, I think that a specific shader resource. And then the shader resource itself has a type, right? I see there a type with, could be a struct with all kinds of other stuff. And shader states flags. What the hell is that? Oh, that's where it is being used. Yeah, there's more to it, of course. I mean, it must be used in... I mean, this declaration belongs to a certain shader as well. Maybe I should add that. It's a declaration of a given shader module, isn't it? So either I should point back, I think, to the shader module that it belongs to, or just... No. I think I really want to treat declarations as whatever is hard-coded in the shader module. So yeah, we should point back to the base class, basically. Shader module. Call that owner. And the shader module has just a bunch of declarations. But a shader module is really specific to a certain stage, I think. Would it kind of be silly to use the same shader in different stages? So how about I add here the shader stage flags. It's more like flag bits type. Let's see, and then it doesn't highlight. Why not? Because I never renamed it, I think. Stage that this shader module is intended for. The declarations that this shader module is using. Oh my god, we actually get something that is going to be clear. For days I've been feeling down because I just feel too stupid to understand this. But I'm getting hopeful that if I continue this, then I get the whole structure in code, and then I can brute force it until I understand it. But yeah, shader states flag bits is suddenly not non-existing anymore. I think that was this thing here. Shader states ID. Only in that file. cannot make it an index because it's really a bit. I don't want a vector index is just 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. It's different. Could still wrap it in some kind of class that checks that it is just a single bit, but well. Gonna start at the top again. We looked at this one, didn't we? Yeah. It's inside category. That looks good. And then we have declarations again. Which now points back to its owner, and we have an index and a binding and etc. I don't have comments yet. Yeah, I would say bound, but that's not how it works, is it? Actual shader resource is isn't that a descriptor? Like you create a shader resource on the GPU and then you get a descriptor back. Yeah, I'm gonna use bound, I don't know. It's not entirely correct, is it? I mean, you just, in the end, you just end up with a layout. And you can bind with whatever shader resource you want, as long as the layout fits. It's not correct. Not entirely correct though. Because in the end, that's not how my engine works. Well, not yet anyway. I more have like, you create an instance of some type, which then represents the shader resource. Okay, let's say, yeah, well, the shader resource could be a texture, then you can still change the texture. But yeah. I mean, if if you have, say, that same texture on 5 different services and you change it, then it changes on all 5 services. So that means it's just a single descriptor. But you can bind a different descriptor if you want. Well, that's called update. So you can update the descriptor set with a different descriptor, I think. As long as the layout agrees with that. So I'm not entirely happy with the declaration here. Besides, it's not declarations. Should not be. It's a single declaration here. Okay, I'm gonna stop. At least I did something again. I only came online to show my face again. In case people who are not on Discord would be worried. And yeah, I think I'll probably try to continue with this tomorrow. Not 100% sure yet. Let me do a quick game of chess because I want to stop and stuff like that. For now. I need a game, I need to win a game, 1941. My rating is also so low. Now this is a backwards pawn, so it's not protected by any points left or right of it, and it could be protected by this pawn, but then it would have advanced 2 squares, right? Now, in order to do so, it can do now, because if then I take it, they don't lose a pawn. You know, because it was defended by the bishop, the knight, and the queen by then. So that's 3 against 3, and then I take, he takes, I take it. That just balances out. But now I'm removing this knight for my black square bishop, which was nothing to do with this white square here. And his queen is also diverted, so now he cannot move this pawn up. And I want to keep it that way, of course. I cannot go here, but I can give check, which is super annoying if he wants to castle. So he's probably going to move the bishop back. And then I guess I could be very annoying. I can even put my knight here, but he just puts the queen back. I don't think I win very much with that. Although it's permanently blocking this pawn then, especially if I you know. Well, I'll just take it first, so now he can no longer castle. He cannot push. I put the knight here, he can never chase the knight away. It's like virtually won already for me. That blocks this bishop. Bishop is very bad. I cannot lose this anymore. But safety first, so I castle first. I think I just should, you know, pound on this pawn until he gives something away. And then that means that I have to put the rooks on this file. I think that bishop is so bad. Might want to run with the king over there. Okay, let's go here. Making room for my rooks. Defending this pawn so I can play my knight. Okay, now I go one forward. I threaten to go like maybe, yeah, not really. Not sure why he's doing that. Maybe he sees this coming. So let's do it. He saw it coming, so let's do it, right? I don't better. It's a brilliant place to put my knight. I probably should have put my knight there. I don't know why. Why did I do that? Oh well. Okay, let's become super nasty. I need some kind of trap, I think. What would be a good trap? Could go here, and then he puts his king here, I guess. Doesn't want to move the rook back. That would certainly not after developing his bishop, which he wants to do. So let's say he puts his bishop here. I go there, puts his king there. I give check and pick up this rook. Oh no, it's defended by the queen. And now he goes there. Whoa, what is he thinking? Maybe if I exchanged queens, the only downside is that I would give a double pawn here, which I don't like very much. But on the other hand, I'm gonna go here just to see what he does. Goes over there. Oops, yeah, that's a good move. Let me remove my rook here. Threatens nothing. Just defending f2. Now go on with your plan. One of these pawns. Maybe that develop the rook. I think he sees it. Thinking about what to do next. Well, of course he's thinking about what to do next, but yeah. So I can exchange my knight for the bishop, and it's still defended 3 times, and I'm not even attacking it. I could at most attack it 3 times. This is not going to help me, right? Just attacking that thing. I'm not happy. Okay, this check is simply required. I'm going to pick up the bishop unless he moves the king back to defend it. And then I can take this pawn with check. And then I win the rook if I first take here as well. So he goes back, I take, he takes, I take with check and win the rook. It's better than just the bishop. Yeah, I gotta resign. It's over. You could take my pawn though, too. But yeah, if I take a bishop and he takes a pawn, and I take a rook as well. And after I pick up this pawn and this rook, I defend my pawn. It's kind of over. It's over. That was a nice game because I won. And I'm going to quit the stream now. Bye, people.